if you could go back, let's say, we'll go 40 years. So,
I'm not
wait,
40 though.
No, that doesn't make sense. I was thinking of the second question.
I don't know what the fucking question is. So.
Yeah, if you could go back a certain amount of years, what would you tell yourself? So let's go back to when you were 18.
Wait, does it matter what the age is? Or
we'll just go to
can
a
you
set
just
year.
say at any point in your life if you could go back and tell yourself something?
Ooh, both. So let's start with, let's go with, if you could go back to when you were 18, what would you tell yourself that you know now? Seahawks won the Super Bowl, and
Yeah,
I
do a
would
lot of
not have,
gambling.
I would not have told
I
me
would
that.
ruin it.
No.
Yeah,
Nope,
that
I
would
wouldn't
ruin
have told me that because some of the greatest years of my life were not knowing if we were going to win the Super Bowl ever,
Yeah.
and being in Hawaii and still having the nuts to be like, I'm a fucking Seahawks fan. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I fucking like the Seahawks, and everyone's like, does Seattle still even have a fucking team? And I'm like, go fuck yourself. We're pretty good sometimes, you know, whatever. I know Hasselbeck's still our quarterback, but whatever, go suck a dick. If I would have known we are going to win a Super Bowl, I would have been over the top cocky as opposed to just being like, fuck you. I know they suck, but whatever. That's my burden to bear.
Mm-hmm. I'd probably go back to when I was like 16 or
No, that's
17.
not the fucking question.
It has to be 18?
18 years old, you fucking idiot.
I'd say don't
Jesus.
jump that jump that tore my ACL.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's huge.
That would change
That's
my
huge.
entire life.
You'd be
But,
squatting over what you bench right now.
But do you think that you would have listened? That's the problem.
Yeah,
well,
that's,
do you know what if it's like you don't look like you and you're just like someone
Well,
else?
do you
Or,
not look
or
like
you
me?
actually
No, but okay. So in this scenario, you are you.
Okay,
You
and
you
I-
jump back in time. 30-year-old you
you know it's
jumps
yours.
back into 18-year-old you,
okay?
Gross.
and you go, "Hey, look at me in the face, you stoop."
Yeah,
What?
yeah, like in the bathroom, and just all of a sudden
Yeah.
I'm not moving.
Hey,
Yeah.
So
before you fucking finish that brushing your teeth or whatever you're doing,
yeah,
don't jump that jump. You'll know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
Would you have to be like super specific? Would you have to like morph into that 18-year-old self
Yeah,
as you're
I would
about to
have
go
to
off
be
the
like-
jump? Because otherwise you're gonna be sitting there in the bathroom like, what fucking jump? Fuck that
Yeah.
guy.
No, I'd say
Fuck you, old
specifically-
man. I'll do whatever I want.
No, yeah, I'd specifically say don't jump that jump in the arena cross. Don't go out there with the amateurs when they tell you to, because they put me with the rookies or whatever, the beginners when I wasn't. So then I should have known by then to not get on the track, but I did it anyway.
Wait, so the amateur beginners were better than you?
No, I was coming around to lap them, and they apparently tried to do a jump, and they crashed on the downside.
Oh.
So then I'm coming around. I didn't see him on the other side of it, and he was down, and so I went off, and I had to pitch it sideways, and I landed on my leg first to miss him, and then the bike landed on my leg at the same time, and it dislocated, and I steered out of it. I dodged him. I missed him, but it just wrecked everything in there.
That was when you were 18 years old?
Yeah.
How did you not get up and punch that guy in the fucking face?
Well, what am I gonna do? You know, it's like, and then
Dude.
I got off the track, and then like I stopped on that leg, and it dislocated again, and I knew you could just feel it was just fucked up.
Dude, I'm like legitimately concerned that if I ever get in like a car wreck where like my leg is blown off or something, that I'll like fucking crawl to the next vehicle to pull him out and punch him in the fucking face. Like, I'm so scared because I know how mad I get about like little shit.
Right.
And you imagine my fucking rage monster having ass getting in a wreck that wasn't my fault, and like me getting like injured in a way that's like minor.
Yeah. No.
Oh my god.
Well,
I'd be so mad.
It wasn't his fault. I mean, he didn't.
Yes, it was.
Intentionally crash.
But it's still his fault. That's
was
not what fault
still-
is.
Because they send you guys
You
around.
accidentally drive shitty and crash into somebody, that's still your fault.
Yeah. But
So they sent you guys around, and then after you guys got to a certain point, they sent the next round.
No, this was in like a small arena. Like Linwood Motoplex owned it. Like they started it or whatever, try to make money or whatever, but they ended up closing it down like shortly after. But they had too many people in the class that I was
okay.
riding, so they moved me to the beginner class that didn't have as
Oh.
many. And then yeah.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah. How
And
how
it's just
fucking badass
so
did you feel before you crashed though, where you were lapping
I was
everybody?
killing it, dude. I was,
I bet
I
you
was
felt
wrecking
so
them.
tight.
But
I would have. Fuck all the. I told you I wasn't no fucking amateur beginner. You fucking
But-
idiots.
like that, you know how much that would have changed my life, like not having bad knees or just at least one fucked up one.
I feel like you'd still be the same. You'd just be stronger in your legs.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. I don't think I'd be where I am right now.
You don't think you'd work at Boeing?
Maybe, but I'd definitely be doing a lot more sports and stuff. A
Oh,
lot
for
more
sure.
different,
Yeah, okay.
different things.
Yeah.
And
I can see that.
yeah.
I
So,
guess I just don't attribute life to that because, like, I have it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
playing recreational sports is, like, a big part of my life.
mhm.
So it's not like I don't consider it like it is a big part of my life, and now I'm having like an epiphany on that. But I don't think of my life like that. I think of like what I'm doing, you know, for money, what I'm doing for like pleasure, vacations, and you know, other offset shits. So I guess I can see that. I didn't consider that.
Yeah, it's just I'm always thinking about fuck. What if that didn't happen? That one day I didn't go riding, or that I came around at a different time, or just
What if you were going faster, and you like
Just
were already
cleared
in
him.
front of him before he did that?
well, I did. I was coming around to lap him again, pass him again.
I know, but what if you had already lapped him like 10 seconds before?
Right,
then? You
right.
know what I
10
mean?
seconds before, yeah. And
Instead of looking back and
but
being
who
like,
knows? Like because that happened, maybe like another time I'd go riding the next weekend and break my neck or something. I mean, who knows what would have happened
Yeah.
in between.
You could be working at McDonald's right now.
It could be.
That's
Something worse might have happened if I didn't.
Yeah. Could have tried to pursue
myself up.
like a motocross career and
then
had to have been working at McDonald's or something.
End up
Shit right
paralyzed.
now.
that's not the sport for working at McDonald's. You have to have like a fucking $100,000 a year to fucking do that job.
To blow,
Yeah.
like not even to live off of.
Yeah.
You need to be making.
That's like one of those rich people things.
It is 100% a white rich person sport.
Yeah.
If you want to be good, you have to be traveling all over and have all kinds of time in the world to
and
be
land.
and land to ride, go in your backyard and ride every
You know what I
day.
mean?
Yeah.
If you don't have at least 5 acres that you can dedicate to dirt biking, like what are you gonna?
Yeah.
Like 5 acres is probably
You're,
on the
you're
low
screwed.
end.
I didn't have. I had a decent backyard for my age or whatever, or for my, you know, house or whatever. But it was bigger than most people's. But it's still not big enough for to ride a motorcycle on.
Yeah.
I did a lot of
You had-
bicycling around in it and stuff, but still, like you need land and money, or you're not gonna be good.
That's fair. So that's where you would go immediately. I guess when we asked the question earlier, like you were like, oh yeah, but I didn't know you like immediately have something like, yeah, when I was 18, my life was ruined.
I have definite points where I would
Yeah.
go. I already. have
Where
thought
I'm like,
about it.
I'm like different because
You don't
I
know
think
where?
no, I mean if we're going back to 18 years old, nothing really too significant happened then. I probably would just go back in time and criticize myself for because like
Use this opportunity to just trash myself.
I would probably go back in time, okay, and say we go back to like right now, okay, when I was 18 years old in the beginning of August, I would probably just go back and be like, you should have actually tried in school. It's going to be way harder for you now.
That's fair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know,
That's
like
a good thing to.
it-
Yeah, I would.
hey, guess what? You're going to have to do so much more work now because you didn't want to actually put in 35 seconds of fucking effort while you were in class and you decided to just get passing grades and not even take the SATs, be in, you know, like AP classes, and then just when the teacher's talking about like taking your AP courses so you can get AP credits and college credits, being like, I'm not going to do that because I'm not even going to college. That's what I fucking
that's how I
said
was
to them.
thinking.
And like then being like, okay, guess what now? Instead of going to college and having like a super cool experience, and yeah, you come out in debt for some, you know, whatever. And I probably would have come out with like a crazy amount of student loans and stuff because I'm stupid. I'm stupid now. I would probably be way dumber then when it comes to like, I can take out a student loan and get fucking all my laptops and all this shit paid for. That's easy. There's no consequences for this right now. You know, I probably would have done a whole bunch of stupid shit like that. But at the end of the day, it's way harder now. Like having a college degree wouldn't really affect my life now, but I feel like I missed out on a lot of like really cool like networking and like just cool experiences
yeah.
that I had to grow up doing something similar, but I had to do it in the Army where it's 20 times harder to have that same experience.
Do you think if you went to college, do you think you'd be in a like fraternity or anything?
No, fuck no. I've always thought those guys were fucking pussies.
Okay.
I don't care. I know I have fraternity friends on my Facebook and people I went to high school that did that, and cool, do you, but I think you're a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't think you have to be like in this fake we're brothers and we have to have each other's back. From what at college?
I don't know. I think it's just mostly for fun. I don't think it's like a trying to be.
No,
like a
but they're
gang.
very no. They're very much like being in a fraternity is great when you get out because it's like I'm Sigma Phi till I die shit. Like I don't know if that's even really a fraternity or anything, but like it's like that. Like when you take off and you're like rich or whatever, or if you become rich, like donating to the fraternity is a big part of that, and networking with people who are like, oh, well, he's a brother from, the fraternity, so I should help him out. Like, it's a big networking thing, and I can see why they do it from that. But at the same time, I feel like I come from the Army. So, like, I feel like that's the exact same thing. But I was doing badass shit, and you were fucking drinking Jello shots off of girls. Probably cooler.
Yeah.
Probably more fun.
Funner. Yeah, absolutely funner.
Yeah, funner, new word we're trying.
Word.
Patent 2016, 17.
That's been around for a while.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, if I'm going back to 18, I'm just going, hey, you fucked up, and there's nothing you can do about it now, so it's gonna be harder. So you better start working. Like I feel like that's exactly what I'll do, which is what I did anyway. So.
That seems a little like.
But I didn't have a significant moment. Like, it's not like...
No, I mean, you're not going to have a significant moment when you're 18, but, like, at least tell yourself what to do until now.
Yeah,
for the future.
I feel you on that. But the problem is that I feel like I don't have a single regret for anything that I've ever done.
That's nice.
I really don't. Like,
wow.
Even the bad things that happened in my life, I think I'm at least... self-aware enough to be like, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't have learned this.
That's true.
So like I know it's cool to say that I have no regrets, I live my life with no regrets, but I like legitimately don't. I've lost a lot of money doing stupid shit. I've made decisions that have gotten me in trouble. I've had bad relationships that really affected me. I've done things that I didn't want to do when I thought to. But now that the person I am now, I'm like so happy with life that I'm like, if I wouldn't have done so many of those things, like I wouldn't, like I'm super resilient. Problems don't affect me. I'm a really good problem solver. I know how money works now because I didn't know how it worked before and I was being stupid with it. So all of those things have built me into the person I am, and I wouldn't change a single thing. Like all my bad relationships have made, I'm like in the happiest relationship I've ever been in. And
damn, props.
It's crazy, and that sounds very like cool, but like for real, I made a lot of stupid mistakes, but those stupid mistakes, like for real, have helped. So I'm happy for them.
Congrats, man.
So
Yeah,
I would just go back in time and talk shit to myself.
What about you, D?
I'm kind of the same way as Calvin, but I've always had two minor regrets. Like in high school, I guess it's not really when I was 18. It was before I was 18, but played sports. Like I never played in high school, which would have been great, I guess. But my body's so broken now that it wouldn't have gone anywhere. And then,
well, hold on.
You think it'd be more broken?
I think
now
it would be less broken now.
I think so.
maybe.
Because you started getting active after not being active.
I was always I was playing outside of school. I was playing sports.
Yeah, but it's not the same. It's
No.
not the same.
It's mainly because I was so shy.
Yeah.
I didn't want to join and have that like thing I had to go do all the time at school. Which
You're very risk averse as a person. So I feel like that was just like the beginning of your risk averseness, if that's the thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I don't know. That yeah.
Just
that
kidding,
doesn't-
I meant to.
that doesn't
Shut
bother
up.
me.
I'm just playing.
It doesn't bother me that much, but it would have been cool to see where I could have gone. But the other little thing was Twitch.
You would have started a lot earlier.
I would
You
have.
should have fucking started
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah.
Because you're really good at video games.
Well, I
and-
jumped in like a year after they had started. I found it like a year after they started,
Of course you did. You're
And-
always a first adopter.
and I just watched it for like 6 years, and I kind of got into it like 5 years after it was a thing, but then I just recently found out that anyone can do it. Anyone can become big, because back when I was younger or whatever, I just thought that, oh, these 3 guys that are at the top are going to be at the top forever, and no one else will reach them.
I think we're all kind of dumb like that when we're young, where we think, like right now, think about it, right? With Forge Ahead Fitness, if I have like very little success for the next 15 years, like almost none, and then I start to become successful at it, I'll be 45. Who cares? 45 years old is so fucking young. There's a guy,
Yeah.
Lauren, who plays basketball with us twice a week, and he plays for like 4 hours. He's 55 years old. That's 10 years older than that. Think about what you were doing 10 years ago.
He's 55.
Yeah.
He's got the worst shot in basketball.
Oh, yeah. It's all those old guys are not good. Well, I mean, they're good in their own regard.
Aren't
Like-
they like
Oh, yeah.
really physical?
Al's really
Al.
physical.
Bumping
Oh my
people?
God.
Al's really physical.
Al can fuck off.
But like Bill's like 60.
Bill.
Bill, he's like the old guy who like actually can stroke, and he's just like randomly getting rebounds, and like you don't
Yeah,
think to
I
like he's like skinny. He looks like an engineer.
Yeah.
He's got like a curly little Jufro.
What the shit? Oh. Okay. My Steam's on.
Oh, hey,
Eh,
your
don't worry
Steam's
about
on.
it.
I'm gonna fucking get rid of that shit on my computer. Steam. Anyways, off track. But anyways, like 15 years ain't shit. You know what I mean? 25 years, that ain't shit. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
that long. But like when you're young, when you're 18 years old, if I say it's gonna take you 3 years to get YouTube famous, you're like, fuck,
Seems
I don't
so
care.
far
I'm not
away.
gonna do it then. It's gonna
Yep.
take 3 whole years.
I never thought I'd make it
That's
to
like
this age.
Yeah, that's like college. Like I don't want to go to college for 4 whole years.
Yeah, that's kind of how I thought about it too. 4 years of my
That's
life.
so
Think about
long.
how much money I could be making. Because like when I got out of high school, I had like a decent construction job, and you know back it was 2006 is when I graduated. If I'm gonna date myself here,
Yeah, me too.
yeah, I love myself. I just take myself on dates.
I'm the old guy.
Yeah. So
05.
you're 05,
No,
whatever.
4.
Oh,
Oh.
Ooh, really old.
yeah, you gotta leave.
Get out of here.
So in 06, I graduated and then I went and did construction, and I was making like $15 or $16 an hour.
Which was a lot. At
And,
that, like, when
dude,
you
I
get
thought
out
I
of
was
high school.
I was like getting like $1,000 or something every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, $1,000 fucking dollars.
Dang, it's all mine.
And I lived at my dad's house or his apartment,
Oh,
and
shit, make it rain.
I had no bills. My mom was paying my cell phone. I didn't have a car that was like my mom bought my car in high school. It was like a little Ford Escort hatchback for like $500, and that thing was a fucking champion. It could not be stopped. And I had like literally no bills, so like $2,000 of spending money every month. And I was
That's
like,
awesome.
I'm not gonna go to fucking college. Think about how much money I'm fucking making, bro.
That's awesome.
Making $28,000 a year. I was such an idiot.
There's no way you could survive on that now.
No.
Oh my god!
No way.
If I was making $20 an hour, I'd
If you
put a fucking
lost your
bullet in my
job
brain.
right now, and then you're
There's yeah.
going to.
I
No
feel
way.
like so I'm in a different situation because, like I've said, I've never been in a better relationship now. My girlfriend makes like as much money as us. So like if I was like I lost my job, she's not the kind of person that would be like you can get out. She would be like, oh cool, well now you can totally focus on Forge Ahead and you don't have to do it like in the wee hours of the night like you have been, and you can really start pushing on it. And you know we'll figure it out until then or whatever, but you need to get going.
She'll support you. That's
Yeah.
good.
And then I would be like, blah, 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 and we would work it out. So I wouldn't, but if I went to work tomorrow and they were like, hey, so you can either lose your job or you can make $20 an hour, I would be like, I'm going to put a bullet in my brain. $20 an hour? What the fuck? That
Well, you
wouldn't
would just
even-
resign, wouldn't you?
What?
Wouldn't you just go back to the
Re-enlist?
army? Re-enlist, yeah.
I don't know. I could, but I don't want to now.
Well, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like I'm at,
Well, I guess if you have Stephanie, then yeah. But if you didn't have her, I'm sure you would go back.
I'd probably go back.
'Cause-
I'd probably still like really consider it, but like I'm in the reserves now, and I get out in December, and I'm like, if I never go again,
Meh.
who cares? Like, so that's not the right answer. I'm definitely going to report in September, and I'll go back. I've had a couple like last month I didn't go, but whatever. Fuck them.
Well, you didn't go like 2 months in a row, right?
Yeah, but the last one I didn't go to was because they had AT, and since I did that mission in Italy, I didn't have to do it.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's why I have a 2-month beard going.
So what's the next question?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Is that all yours, Darren? I hijacked your shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's my
couldn't
bad
really think
habit.
of
Tell me to
anything.
shut up.
I would just tell myself to get into Twitch.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Pretty much all.
You could still do that.
I'm trying, but it's hard when I have a full-time job and a lady friend.
That's true. Follow him at Twitch at ToeCheese3.
Yeah.
The coolest username in the history.
Strangers